Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing this crazy look. This is probably not something that you would wear every day, but it's fun, it's different. It's not something I post typically in my channel, so let's give it a thumbs up for that. I want to tell you guys that this was probably one of the more frustrating videos I've had to film because I had so many things go wrong, but I left them because I wanted you guys to see how I fix these oopsies. And I hope that you guys walk away from this video feeling a little bit more confident in your mistakes and feeling like you can fix them. If you guys want to see how I got this look, let's go. Alright guys, so today we're going to be playing with the Natasha Denona eyeshadow palette in number 3. It is this one. And I am going to start off by taking this middle shade here, which is just a really pretty mauve color, and I'm going to take that and apply it from the crease down. And as you guys can see, we're using the tape method today because we are going to go dramatic. Man, this brush feels, super soft. It's a MAC 224. It's an old MAC 224, but I washed them. I wash my brushes with Dawn dish soap, and man, it just leaves them so stinking soft. I'm going to take this first shade here, and I'm using a Smith 347, and I'm just going to start stamping this color. Let's press this color into the outer corner and just bringing it right into the middle of the eyelid. And it's okay to add some shimmer to your crease. I know a lot of people are always like, can you add shimmer? You sure can. You can do whatever your little heart desires. I'm going to take 235 by Smith Cosmetics. I'm going to go in with the deepest shade, which is a beautiful plummy purple. Don't let me down. There it is. And I'm just going to use this color also to shape out my wing. I'm going to bring this up slightly higher than I normally do. You know, we're feeling a little bold today. I was kind of hoping that this purple would be a little bit more vibrant, so we're going to wait and see what it looks like once I apply my glitter. I'm going to be using Sydney Grace in Rain Check. This is one of the glitters that they just released. I don't know if you guys can see that cap, but it is a beautiful lilac silver mixture. And I really like these glitters. I like that it has a sifter that you can turn to really control the amount of product that you're getting, so you're not wasting any of your beautiful glitter. Once you've gotten what you need, you just kind of close it up and pour it into the cup. So this is what we're working with today. Oh, it's so stunning. I'm going to be using the glitter glue by Too Faced, and I'm just going to apply it directly with my finger, and I'm going to pat it. Man, this glitter is stunning. Oh yeah, I think we're definitely going to have to deepen this glitter, or this purple. I hope that you guys can see how beautiful this is. I'm going to take my Love palette. This is what I should have used. And I am going to go in with the shade Commitment, just to really deepen the outer corner. And I'm sure you guys can see now why I'm doing my eye makeup first. I really want to make sure that I clean up my fallout because I knew that I'd have some. I'm going to take a little bit more of this glitter glue and just kind of hit the areas where I need a little more shine. Man, this is stunning. Guys, so I went crazy on the eyeliner, and you know, sometimes you just kind of go crazy and you gotta figure out how to make the best of it, because to me this looks crazy. And I had makeup all over my face, and whew, I'm gonna take my Makeup Forever number 34 concealer. I have been using this daily. I love it so much. So the reason why I wanted to show you guys, because I was just gonna come back with my base on, and I know that it's going to look better, but I wanted to show you guys how crazy this looks, because I think that we can all relate to this moment where you kind of go, what did I do, right? And sometimes we just want to stop here because the process can be ugly. I tell clients that all the time, especially when their friends are around and I'm doing their makeup. I'm like, listen, the process is ugly. The end result is going to be fantastic. In the spirit of keeping it real, I walked out to go wet my sponge and my son said, Mama, you look like a monster. Oh, he's hitting that age where they're brutally honest. I don't know what kind of monsters he's seeing, but let me tell you, this is the sparkle monster. For my foundation, I'm going to be using Danessa Myricks Vision Cream, and this is in 5N or N5. So I did half a pump because this foundation is really heavy coverage. So I am going to start with this, and I'm just going to blend this out all over my face. This is like the kind of foundation that you wear when you're trying to really just get like a perfect smooth base. So my husband and I have been, oh my gosh, this is so light. All right guys, I'm sure you can see I got foundation there. Not to worry, I'm going to take my brush and just lightly deposit the color back and then clean up this area here. And I know my foundation is too light. This is my, I don't have a tan foundation, but holy smokes. All right. Again, we're having a lot of life lessons here, kids. Don't freak out. We are going to make this work. Why? So if something like this were to happen, and this is a good lesson even with clients, because sometimes we look at a client and we don't get their foundation shade right. And it happens, it's happened to everybody. So instead of like freaking out, what you do is you make it work. So I am now, wow. I'm going to take my Fenty stick in Truffle, and we're gonna bring warmth and dimension back into the face. And it's okay if we go a little ham because we got a lot of bronzing to do. I'm gonna take my Fenty foundation brush and just blend that out. Oh shoot, I forgot to add some to my forehead. Go a little if you go a little crazy with it, just take your sponge and clean it up. All right guys, I need to put some brows on to really make this work because right now all I see is no brows. Now I feel better about it. So all I did was do eyebrows. I'm gonna go and take more of this Fenty product. And now this is just to add some color to my skin. I'm using the same brush. Let me tell you guys, part of being an artist is being able to make the best out of your situation. Your circumstances are not always going to be perfect. You're not always going to have the best lighting. You're not always going to have the best space. You're not always going to have the best clients. You're not always going to have an easy situation. So you have to really be quick, think on your feet. Now, to make this situation a little bit better, I'm going to take my powder. This is Studio Fix powder by MAC in NC42, and I'm just going to press this, and this is going to just deepen this a little bit. And we're back in business, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, crisis averted. So I'm just going to take my blending brush and I'm just going to blend these edges out. Again, we're going dramatic today. I almost want to make my brows a little bit longer, but nah. Let's not create any more chaos. Let's just go with what we've fixed. All I'm doing now is just taking my sponge and cleaning up these edges. I'm going to take this pencil brush by Refer. This is 03. And I'm going to go in with the darkest shade in this palette. and then bring this to the lower lash. And obviously guys, you don't have to make this exact wing, like you guys don't have to make it this dramatic. You can really tailor it so that it is something that you're comfortable with. And truth be told, this is not a kind of wing that I would wear out. This is just me playing with makeup and then showing you guys how to fix a crazy situation. I'm going to take this here and I'm going to add that to the inner corner. Let me just tell you guys that the crazy in me wants to continue to try and fix this liner, but I'm just going to roll with it because I feel like this is where we're at today. I'm just having all sorts of dilemmas today. So I got a little bit of mascara under this eye, so I figured it would be a good chance for me to show you guys how to clean that up in case you don't know. But for now, I'm just going to continue adding mascara and hoping that I don't make any more messes. I'm actually kind of digging the way this looks. So we're gonna let that dry. I'm gonna take this medium tan mineralized skin finish by MAC. I just need to go and add a little bit more warmth. All right guys, this is what it's looking like. At this point, I think it's had some time, the mascara has had some time to dry. So I'm just going to take my spoolie and then lightly buff it out. Bam. I know this still looks kind of crazy. This liner is like, I keep thinking, is this too much? Obviously, what the fudge? I think I might just take some of this wing off. I think it's a little too much. We'll see. So I'm going to take this Anastasia Beverly Hills Blush Trio in Cocktail Party. This is what it looks like. I'm going to use a mix of the pink and the coral. This Vision Cream does not set for me. I know I've had some discussions with some of you guys about how it's really a matte foundation, and I don't know why it doesn't set on me. All right guys, I think I am going to definitely take some of this wing down. Eastone Cosmetics makes these really great cosmetic Q-tips, and they're super small, and as you guys can see, they make cleaning up really easy because they are so small. And I'm just going to almost erase. Let me tell you guys, Vision Cream on me, because I know some of you have said it's like matte, does not set to the point where, I don't know if you guys noticed, but in this eye I had like another streak and it was a liner. And the liner I'm using is the Eclat 77 liner, which I have used for many years. And I can tell you that once it sets, it doesn't move. It hasn't set. And it hasn't set because of this Vision Cream. I know that that's what it is because I've used it plenty to know that there's a little bit of an issue. It shouldn't be that easy to remove this. And I'm only saying that because, again, I have experience with this. This is like hella. So that's what I would do if I had a client that maybe felt like the makeup went too high, or, you know, they weren't really thrilled about how dramatic it was looking. I want it to be super dramatic, guys, but it's just not me. Not that dramatic, at least. This feels more comfortable to me, so we're gonna stick with this. All right, guys, for my lips, I'm gonna take Anywhere Caffeine by Makeup Forever and Donatella Lipstick by Pat McGrath. Alright guys, so here is the final look, and as you guys can see, it is bold and fun. This is definitely not the kind of makeup that you would wear every day to work. Who knows, maybe you would. But I think that this would be cool for like a festival or like a really cool party. And makeup isn't always about it being wearable, it's fun and different. So I hope that you guys enjoyed this. Please be sure to subscribe and hit that notification bell. I do upload 3 videos a week and I don't want you to miss any of my videos. Also make sure to like this video, as it does help my channel. Thank you guys so much for your support and love. Let me know in the comments down below, would you try this makeup? Did you learn anything new today? I hope that you guys enjoyed this. I hope that you guys enjoyed me leaving my mistakes in so that you guys can see them and how I fix them. Thank you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye.